as you're looking for a great job, whether it is temporary or as a career, there's a few questions that you want to ask yourself. One, what is it that you're passionate about? What is something that you're going to get excited doing? Second, what kind of skills do you have? Skills are going to help you do your job and something that the company will be excited that you possess. Third, what are different types of places that you know you're interested in working and those you're not interested in working? Four, remember to network wherever you go. Give yourself a chance to build those relationships because you never know what kind of job opportunity awaits because you did. A job interview is a little bit more than just sitting down with a stranger answering a bunch of questions. Wet Feet Incorporated wrote an insider guide to landing the job interview in 2003. And it says that an interview is a great way to represent yourself and distinguishes you for the role that you're applying for. It gives the company an opportunity to get to know you and how you'd be a great addition to their company. But first, let's talk about what it means to prepare for an interview. Mike Farr, in his ebook, Next Day Job Interview, published in 2017, stresses the importance of researching the company and the job that you're applying for. It's important to show the company that you want to work on their company, that you're willing to put in the homework to know what they're all about, what they believe in, or what they do. Super important. But there's some other questions that they want to know. Mike G. Higgins and PJ Gray wrote in their ebook, Job Interview Basics, Being Job Ready, in 2017. He tells us that there's a few questions that are pretty basic that an interviewer is going to ask you. They're going to ask you, tell me about yourself. What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? I have a slide that's going to list a few of those in case you're not unsure of what that might look like for you. You want to take time to practice answering these questions. If you're unsure of some things, go ahead and find somebody that knows you, that's willing to practice with you, so that way you're going to look confident and natural when you're answering them. You also want to prepare your own questions. What kind of questions you have for the company or the kind of job role that you have. Is there anything that you'd like them to clarify for you? Make sure you do that beforehand. But now that we have a few ways we can prepare, now let's talk about what it means to give a great impression. Positive body language can be more important than even the verbal. Rebecca Cornfield tells her readers in her ebook, Successful Interview Skills, that is published in 2009, that having eye contact with someone, that you are having a conversation, shows that you're engaged and that you're interested in what they are saying. So you're going to want to sit up straight, you're going to want to smile big, and it shows that you are friendly, that you're professional, and you're also approachable. When you're not smiling, it actually shows that you don't even want to be there, especially if you don't even have eye contact as well. Another thing that you want to make sure that you do is dress for the job. If you're unsure how to dress, we were talking about research. Look at the employees, see what they're wearing. And there's a rule of thumb that you want to stay above what everybody else is wearing, and that's how you know how to dress. It shows that you're taking this interview seriously. Dave Ramsey, in his book Foundations on Personal Finance, that was published in 2014, makes a few suggestions when you're doing an interview. One, when you have a resume, have a cover letter. Introduce yourself, show them what kind of skills you have, show them what you could bring to the company. And then when you're finished with that interview, thank the employer. Thank them for their time. Remind them of what you talked about your skills and what you could bring to the company. Again, kind of allow you to stick out from the rest. So now that we know how to prepare well, how to give a great impression, let's talk about a couple things that you're going to want to avoid. Stuff that's going to make you different from a good candidate to an unhireable candidate. I have heard over a course of time that if you are early, you're on time. But if you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, well, that's just not good at all. In fact, the employer will see what kind of potential employee you're going to be, and that's going to be unreliable, and it's actually disrespectful to their time. So if you're further away and you're unsure of where the place is, try to get there directions as quickly as you can, and make sure that you leave in time, that you're 10 to 15 minutes early to the interview. Claudia Moit wrote an ebook called Successful Job Interviews in 2017 and said also you never want to badmouth your previous employers. She said that it actually will cause you to look negative and unprofessional. So if you had left an employer that maybe did not do so well for you, you want to talk neutrally and objectively as much as you possibly can. So in conclusion, there are great ways to prepare and to give great impressions for success. So you're going to reflect about what you want. You're going to take time to prepare. Do your homework. Make sure that in the interview that you're giving great eye contact. You're smiling big. You're dressed for the job. You have that cover letter. You wrote that thank you note. And you're going to be rememberable. You're going to also want to make sure that you've spoken confidently and that you feel confident, so it feels natural. It is important that you take that time to invest into this interview as you step into your future.